Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Persona 3 FES. Previously, we went through Harabah once again, taking on the last leg of that block, and we reached the final Guardian floor. Today, we're gonna go back into TARDIS one more time, and take down the last Harabah Guardian. For this fight, I'm bringing along Mitsuru, Junpei, and Akihiko. Before we get to the battle, I want to note two things. First, in the last episode, I got another pair of a spiked bra, this time for Mitsuru, and it happened to lie in a second rare chest that I came across shortly after getting the first one. And to note something about myself, I got a sword, a new sword, called the Asalian. I think that's how it's pronounced. Famous sword that slayed a dragon. Granted, I don't like the effect that much, deadly against the Empress Shadows, but that attack power is really good. I suspect you can also buy this at the police station as well. I'm not too sure about that because I don't recognize that name at all. But I'm definitely gonna use this thing to my advantage. Now with all that being said, it's time we take on the final Harabah Guardian. And this one I do remember giving me a bit of trouble in the past.
Its arcana is fortune. This will be a difficult fight.
Yes it will be, Fuka. I'm not expecting this one to be a cakewalk. This is the Reckoning Dice, level 62, and this nullifies all magic. Fire, ice, electricity, wind, light, dark. It nullifies all of those elements. What's even worse, it's also got Megadola and Megadoleon. Some pretty heavy almighty spells too. It can also use Tetrakarn. And I think that's about it. So we're gonna have a war of attrition here. Wait, actually, it also uses Provoke. I forgot about that. Provoke can enrage a foe, and it's also got Rage Boost as well, which increases odds of enraging a foe by 50%, so that's everything. So yeah, this thing is gonna be pretty tough. I probably should have came here with a persona that could have some sort of a, well, not an almighty advantage because no such thing exists. A physical advantage I was gonna say, but I don't think that's gonna work here. So I think I'm gonna play the role of healer in this fight with Haridi in tow. And I guess I can use, I can use Barakakaja to increase everyone's defense because we're gonna be in for a huge fight. This thing's not gonna hold anything back. Even though I'm on the same level as the Reckoning Dice at level 62, I still don't think this is gonna be an easy battle. And that Megadola didn't do that much, to my surprise. They might have been grinding a lot better than I thought. Or maybe the defense of everyone's equipment is actually play a little bit of a difference. Okay, so to make sure everyone doesn't get the idea to use any elemental attacks, I'll set them all to conserve SP. The reason why I have Junpei here is because with his Spring of Life in association with his land badge, he might be able to withstand the heavy Megadola and Megadoleon spells. As for Akihiko and Mitsuru, I'm basically bringing them in here just so I can hope that they will be able to withstand that damage as well. And I know Yukari doesn't have Samarkarm yet, I think that's how it's pronounced, this spell. So that's why I'm going to be playing the role of healer in this fight too. I guess I can go to my bag, because I think I got an item that will be very useful, not that chocolate cake. Oh, what the hell? Actually, no. This nullifies all elementals. I almost forgot about that. Do I have anything that can raise their attack. I don't think so. That's unfortunate. Maybe a persona I have does have that, so not Kaja, but that Tarukaja spell. Nothing. That's more Kaja. That's not gonna work. No, you got nothing. I can use Counter Strike, but that's not gonna help at all. That's not gonna work either. Guess I'm sticking with Haridi for the long run this fight. Yep, seems that way. Well, I prioritize health and defense in my RPG playstyle anyway, so I'm not too hurt about not being able to increase everyone's strength. This could be another war of attrition like I've already stated so many times before.
Use this.
So this is what I'm expecting to happen. Us being on the very edge of death, but at the last second I'll pull ourselves back up with a Dia Rahan or Medea Rahan. Our defense is wearing off this turn. But health does matter first, so Medea Rahan. And hope this thing doesn't get the idea to use Mickey Dola on. I would hate for that to happen, because it's been using Mickey Dola so far. Mitsura didn't need a trip right now. Oh crap. Tetrakarn. Okay.
I'm all out of options.
So somebody's got to take the brunt of that for the team. I think that'll be Junpei. Yeah, there we go. His Land Badge and Spring of Life will bring his HP back up, so I'm not worried about Junpei that much. I think I'll cast out another Murakukaja to maintain our increased defense. That might be the thing that will determine victory and defeat in this fight, is that increased defense. We saw that this thing's Mickey Dola didn't do as much damage as I thought it would. Junpei once again. See that Spring of Life and Land Badge combo is really is helping out Junpei's HP a little bit. So I don't mind him taking the brunt of that. Besides, I can heal him up anyways if he does take too much damage. Oh man, what to do? I guess I'll continue chipping away at it. Goodness, you didn't miss this time. Oh, here comes Mickey Doleon. I don't think Junpei's surviving this. Wow, he barely hung on there. Alright, Junpei, good. You've proved to be quite the soldier in this fight. I like that. And then I'll heal everyone up with Medea Rahan. I will keep this cycle going. I think this thing's got the idea that we're a lot more formidable than expected. That's probably why it decided to use Mickey Doleon last turn. Junpei once again will take the brunt of that Tetrakarn. Kinda forgot this thing had Tetrakarn after I listed off all his skills. But I'm pretty sure if this dice gets really desperate, then it might go for trying to enrage one of us, or all of us. But we got it trapped in a pretty good cycle right now. If it continues to use Tetrakarn, then I can have Junpei negate that attack barrier. And I'll put everyone's defense back up with Murakukaja. And then we'll keep going on the attack. This is a really good cycle right now. This is really good. But I'm expecting it to use Mickey Doleon again at some point. Junpei's taking a lot of damage now. I'll skip the attacking on my own behalf and heal up Junpei just in case this thing decides to use that Mickey Doleon. Mickey Doleon is one of, if not the heaviest almighty spell you can find in this game, and it can be very damaging to you if you come across an enemy that does have that skill in weight. Wait a minute, does this thing have oh, I didn't pay attention, it had an attack barrier up. Okay, I don't mind taking the brunt this time. It didn't do that much damage to me anyways. And once again, it uses Tetrakarn. Wow, I'm getting really lucky in this fight. Now that I say that, it's gonna spam Megadoleon to no end. There's Junpei going through it again on my own behalf. Alright, our defense has started to revert. If I cast out another Murakukaja again, I fear that's not gonna help everyone because their defense is still in play, I think. I'll go for the attack again and hope this doesn't use a Mikidole or Mikidoleon. Yeah, just as I thought, this turn everyone's defense is wearing off, and there's a Mikidoleon. Okay, come on, survive, please survive, please survive, come on, come on, come on. Yes, good. Ooh, that was a little too close for myself and for Junpei. But this thing decided not to use an attack barrier again. Oh, you're gonna heal me, Junpei? That's awfully nice of you, but I've got Medea Rahan. I didn't need you to do that. For a split moment, I decided to put Junpei on rush, but I think I thought of that a little too late. Well, it doesn't matter, we're all back to full health. We can continue chipping away at the Reckoning dice. Another Tetrakarn put into play again. And then Junpei's gonna nullify that barrier. Well, did I cast out Murakukaja? I don't think so. I'll do it just in case. I'm pretty sure I healed everyone last turn. Yeah, I did. Good. My short-term memory almost struck me again. Dude fell down again. Oh boy. Here comes Mikidoleon, but I'm pretty sure we'll survive this. Doesn't matter. Yep, and that put Mitsuru back on her feet anyways.
Couldn't finish it off.
So that was two good things we got out of that. You don't often hear from a Mikidoleon casted by an enemy. Medea Rahan again. Bring everyone's HP back to full. I will keep continuing with this cycle. It'll be a few more turns until we can take this thing down. Dola doesn't do as much damage as a Mikidoleon. It's things that increase defense though. That increases defense is doing a lot more wonders than I expected in this fight. It's a good thing the Viridian form did have that. Alright! A critical hit at this stage in the battle. I could not ask for that at a better time. And that is gonna be the end of this fight. The final Harabah Guardian has been slayed. And we got a Sword of King as a result. Is that a name of an island from Earthbound? I think it is. It's probably called the Sword of Kings though, I'm not too sure. And we also leveled up, speaking of levels and strength and all that. Alright, I did not think that Reckoning Dice battle would go as smooth as it did. That was really good. I'm so happy that the fight did go that way. Oh man, to think I was really worried about that battle going in. I did have some trouble with that in the past, but that was one of the smoother runs I had with the Reckoning Dice. Just because I'm in a good mood, Fuka, I'm in the mood for a little Disco Fever, so if you play that please. We'll ride this thing to the very end of the Harabah block. And I'm not gonna skip like I usually do at these end of block segments, because we're gonna ride out this song while we still can, since we won't be in this block for any longer. At least the stairs are appearing a lot closer than I would expect, which is something very good. And we reach the dead end. I see the way to the next floor, but the path is blocked. However, we did find the last old document, so we can read what these documents have to have it in their contents when we exit this place. Can't go any farther though. But that doesn't matter to me. We finally finished the Harabah block. Now we'll head back down and turn in our request stuff and handle all the post-Tartarus business. Right after I save though. I didn't mention this during the Reckoning Dice fight because that battle was going so smoothly. If we had Ikas to select from as a party member, we would have used her as the perfect candidate to break the Tetrakarn barrier we were encountering during that fight. But since she's not here, We had Junpei to do that because of his Land Badge and Spring of Life combo, but do know if you somehow are able to get Aegis this far on the Harabah block earlier than I did, that you might be able to use her to break that barrier if you do come across it during the battle, which, judging how my attempt went, you might be coming across a few times. I'm not sure how you could do that, to be honest, because if you're able to get that far on the Harabah block a lot earlier than I did, I'd imagine you have to go into Tartarus maybe after every other day or so before Aegis does go out of commission. That's what I'm estimating. But in other news, we have requests to turn in, starting with this last old document from Harabah. This will be the last one I ask you to find. I want you to learn the truth from the 8 documents you've collected. However, you're already moving towards another truth. Although memories may remind you of the past, always walk towards the future. I must admit, I'm a bit envious since I have neither. Well, the Velvet Room, I imagine, does operate on its own time scale, so that's probably why she said that. But look at that reward, 650,000 yen. We're almost back to that million yen mark we were at so long ago. The Sand of Time is a mysterious item. I see that you brought 3 of them with you, just as I requested. The sand represents time itself. But since time does not exist in this room, it's just ordinary sand here. Then why would you want it? Maybe she's planning to build her own sandbox or something? I don't know. Maybe she want to have her own hourglass, that's probably it. We got something called Charoon's Hammer. That might be a much better axe type weapon that we could probably use. And now for the Persona Fusion part of our post-Tartarus business, like we usually do. First, by fusing away Nandi and Nigibitama, how appropriate. 2 arcanas that represent social links that moved away from us and now we're fusing them away, to create Yamata no Orochi of the Moon Arcana. I've heard about this thing before because Okami, so that's why I'm familiar with the name, but the design is pretty different than it is in Okami. Still, an 8-headed monstrosity like this though, that's still pretty dangerous to deal with. And this particular Orochi has a item held within. Okay. So let's see what it could bring. I do have Gur with me as my assigned moon persona for the Nozomi social link. But I am a little curious to see what this can get. Maybe right now could only get Dekaja, since we're not that far on the moon social link. Yeah, that's it. I guess it could be a good mid-game persona, but I don't really see much use of it, to be very honest. At any point, not just mid-game related. This next fusion has something a little interesting that I've never seen before. With Parvati and Throne, we can make Raphael of the Lover's Arcana. And the interesting thing about this persona is that the first skill it can learn upon fusion is supposed to be Medea Rahan, but I was able to carry over that skill from one of my fused personas, so it's gonna learn Madaraku Kaja as the next skill. That's something I've thought about from time to time about using, but I've never seen that actually occur up until now. So this is a very interesting experience for me. So I'm not sure how useful Raphael's gonna be though. It's got depth down, so that's a good thing. That's one good thing it's got going for it. Null Charm and Automakukaja. Those are some impressive base skills, I'll say that much. And it can learn Tempest Slash too. Okay, those are some good skills. Well, can't learn Tempest Slash yet, but I do see a little potential in this thing. Not much, but it's got a good skill set, I'll say that. Our next one comes from Kakurihime and Orochi, combined to create Kaiwan of the Star Arcana. I'm pretty sure I don't have this thing yet. Not too certain, but I'm gonna fuse it now. Since I know I don't have that many star type personas, so I'm gonna fill out that category a little bit. Your face, your other self. And since we didn't max out Mamoru's social link a while back, this will get guaranteed 5 level ups. Invigorate 2. As soon as it hits level 51, there it is. Vile Assault. I guess you're gonna be a physical based persona, and you might have some ailments thrown in as well. And you learn No Light too. I don't have anything happen to Invigorate 2. That might be useful if I ever want to use Persona. But that No Light though, I will definitely assign that to something. Which one though among this hodgepodge of skills? That's the main question. I'll get rid of this one. Not really a good skill to get rid of, but these are all good skills, so it was pretty hard to choose. But at least I got Kaiwan as my next persona in the Star Arcana category. I thought about this a little more, and I think we're gonna cut short on the Persona Fusey for today. I want to save some money to see if I could buy anything of use back at the police station. So with that being said, we're gonna move on to the dictionary to see what these old documents finally have to say. The first one says, the electricity's hooked up, but why do they need so much? There's only a school on this island. Weird. Karicho's Ergo Research Branch plans to build a lab on this island. I wonder what for. They built a research facility here. They want me to join the team, but I have a bad feeling. The team leader asked me himself. I was so surprised. It's the same man who once saved my life. But this is getting a little interesting. I wanted to be with him, so I joined. What a mistake. We shouldn't have been experimenting with these shadows. Ah, okay. I think we know the perspective of this person now. A former researcher that was experimenting on these shadows too. Much like with Yukari's father. I knew it. These shadows arise due to human emotion. If I'm right, collecting them will... I've heard it all. The plan is evil. But there's hope. If people could control the shadows inside them... I'm leaving the team. I can't break the law, but he won't come with me. Maybe I'll open an antique store. So I think we should know who this person is. It's the antique store owner that we go to for weapon fusion and for buying or trading some of our stuff to get some items from. Turns out that she was a researcher on the team, and she also knew the dangers of collecting those shadows. But apparently, the purpose of collecting those shadows wasn't just to fuse them, not only that, but to make humans control these shadows. For what reason? I think that's something we'll have to wait and find out. We managed to finally complete Harabah and collect the last old document, as well as completing the rest of the requests before they expired. Next time, we're gonna head back to our normal lives by exiting the dark hour, and with only 3 days left until the promised date does arrive when Ryoji comes back, we'll have to make a final decision on what we want to do on New Year's Eve. Until we meet again, farewell for now.